Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another video. Today we're going to be checking out the upgrades on the Vision Jet G2. As you can see, it has a lot more liveries, 22 different liveries to be exact. Today I think we'll use this one, but look at all these liveries, man. They really had done a great job updating this plane. There was only like 3 liveries before. I think it was this one, and one other one. I can't remember which other one it was. However, there's 22 now, so we're going to go ahead and pick out the blue one. We're going to do a short flight just to test it out and show some of the features inside of the aircraft. We're in Orlando, and we're going to just head over to Muir Island here. Just do a little bit of a tour flight with this aircraft, see what's going on. And we'll put in our waypoints. I don't think it preloads the waypoints anymore. I think you have to manually put them in, so I'm just going to take the same ones from the flight stream and add them in, and hopefully we can get a little bit of a flight plan here to get to our destination. As we go inside this aircraft, they did put a new little iPad inside of it, which took out some of the features inside the autopilot section of the aircraft, which I'll show you in a minute when we load up here. Which is pretty cool. It makes it a little bit easier as far as functionality of the aircraft. And when you did do a cold and dark startup, it used to have a cover over the top of it. Now I believe that you have to put the cover on yourself if you want it cold and dark with the cover on. That's one thing that they decided to do for this aircraft. I'm not sure if they'll probably be updating it and fixing it and continuing to better this aircraft. Some of the functionality I heard is still glitchy. And you can use, I think, SimBrief with it now to get charts, load it into the aircraft. There's also an IRL code which you can take a screenshot up, and it will give you a manual of the whole entire aircraft in depth, systems and everything. So it's pretty cool to see that they did so much more with this aircraft. I'm going to show you as soon as we jump inside a couple of the different functionalities, and we'll take it for a short flight and test it out. Hopefully it's oh, okay, so it's already up and running, which is fine. So we're gonna have to put in our flight plan, and let's just shut it down for a second here. I don't know if it's gonna end our flight, but we're gonna just make it. Oh, you know what we can do? We can just jump the iPad out here and go into the aircraft systems, I believe, right? And we can go to status, and we can go to cold and dark, and that will take care of that. So if you put it on cold and dark, you can already hear. By the way, if you want to get rid of the headphones now as well, it's in this iPad. And if you want to muffle the sound of the aircraft while you're flying, you can put on headphones, which we'll probably use this in flight today. Here is some other things. We're going to do a golf trip since we are in Florida, and we can actually change the configuration, which it's family right now, so we'll leave it at family. They put a little bit more detail inside this aircraft as far as the texturing, which looks beautiful. And they got this little thing hanging down there for the air. I guess like when it's in cold and dark status, you have a bunch of different functionality. If you come on the outside here, we do have a plane taxi, but look at that. It's a beautiful aircraft. Let's take the cover off here. Oh, there it goes. Okay, so yeah, I think we can. There we go. So it's really nice aircraft. Really nice. I like it a lot. And let's see. So there's anything you want to do with this, we can just go through. These are different settings. You can even configure it to none. Cold and dark taxi ready for takeoff. You got your headphones here now, and this is your QR code that I was talking about. You can take a screenshot of that, and it will load up the manual of this aircraft and depth of all the systems, which is pretty cool. I probably should do that so I can actually like learn how to use this plane properly, since I have no clue how to use it. All right, anyway, let's go ahead and start it up with the batteries and get all the avionics up and running. We've got to put on our oxygen as well. And we're not going to delay too much here since we're on the runway. We'll go ahead and turn it on and press run. Get this aircraft up and running. This is going to take a minute now to calibrate. That's another new thing that they did. And let's check the weather condition, put it back to real time, and we'll calibrate our altimeter setting here. which I believe may be already calibrated to 2974. Pretty nice looking aircraft, to say the least. Okay, let's turn on some lights here since we're on the runway. And now we got to put on oxygen. And we'll put on pitot heat and try to get rid of most of these warnings here. Stall speed high. Okay, so we'll go ahead and put in our speed bug. I believe that should be here. Speed bug on. Okay. And there's this timer that we can start if you want. That's your traffic map mode. Bunch of different features now, and you can actually have traffic in the air. This is, you can do a split screen, a full screen, a lot of different functionality. And in here it also shows, I believe there's, okay, that's your squawk, that's your FMC for our flight. We also have to plan out our flight as well. Let's see, lighting, there's your lighting there. Let's see what other features it has here. A lot of different features. Oh, I think you could do north up now too for the aviation map, which is pretty cool. And let's see, aviation. These are all your systems. It shows different ones of the aircraft. It's a little bit more in depth now, which is really cool to see here. The status of the aircraft and anti-ice protection, landing gear, all of that. So you could really check out a lot of things, which is pretty cool here. Alright, let's see. Sim brief. That's your other QR code, I guess, for Sim brief to get everything. I think you can just transfer it in, whatever flight plan you use, if you want to file a flight plan through them. Let's see what else they got going on in here. I want to see if there's still, in the lighting, there used to be a section that turned on the fasten seatbelt signs and stuff. I'm not sure where that is. I want to try to find it real quick here. I don't want to waste too much time looking for it though, but it's got to be somewhere on here, right? I don't know exactly where it is. We'll have to look for that. It's probably somewhere in there. We'll look through this a little bit more. Maybe when we do like a live stream with it one day, we can play around with it and see if we can find all that stuff. I don't know exactly where it would be, if it's still in here or not. Sometimes they put stuff in and then they take it out. So there's your system test. We're not going to do that today. We're going to pretend like we already have done it, and we'll go ahead and enter our flight plan here manually. So I think we can come up to flight plan. I don't think, see, it's not loaded in there. Yeah, there's no, so we might have to just put it in ourselves, which is fine. We're gonna be departing, right? Is that correct? What runway is this? 36R, so we want to put that in. 36R, and we're departing on Orlando. Load that. Okay, there we go. We got our departure in, and now we'll add our waypoints so we can come up to map. This is what I'm going to do just for this. Oh, there's no waypoints in there. Oh, that's not cool. Well, I guess we'll have to, oh boy, figure this out for ourselves here. We're gonna go over to this, so maybe we can find a arrival. We'll just put in, I don't think we're gonna need an airport. We'll probably just need a arrival to destination. We'll put in here, so we'll do K C O I, enter, and then maybe we can find a arrival with that. Destination. Select arrival. What runway is there? I don't know if we can see it or not. I think 11 is either 29 or 11, so I guess 11 arrival. Select. Yeah, I don't have any waypoints. I'm not sure. I guess that's the setup for 11. So, all right. Is that waypoints there? Or is that for... Okay, I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, I guess we'll use this for now until I figure out how to do a better flight plan, and we'll just kind of fly it visually. But we're already ready to go here, so I'm going to go ahead and just set the flaps to 1. Whoops. And turn off taxi light. Strobe lights are on. We're going to go ahead and try this aircraft out here. Here we go. Brakes are off. We'll put it fully up here. I think you're allowed to do that, I believe. Maybe, I don't know. Let's just dial it back a little. A little bit of left rudder right now. I guess it's a little windy. That's 70 knots. It's getting a little bit hard to control here for some reason. I'm putting just a tiny bit of rudder in, but it's really loose on that runway there, so... Alright, there it goes. It's starting to get a little bit better with the higher speed. 111, let's go ahead and start rotating. And we are up. Gear is going to come up. Okay, gear is up. It's flying pretty smoothly here. The flaps are coming up. It is getting a little bit heavy. I'm just going to trim it out a little. Heavy on the front nose here. Okay. Orlando departure. Let's see if we can add a okay, I'm not sure if that helps the situation there. Definitely doesn't feel bad flying it. Alright, let's turn. We're going to head over towards the ocean here. I don't think our flight plan is working out like I wanted it to. Direct to. And let's just enter that in. Let's try the navigational. Put autopilot on. Nav mode will come on. And we'll go head up to about 4,000 feet. Okay, it wants us to go down to 3,000. 29er74. We'll go down to 3,000 here. I took my feet off the controls there. And like I said, if you want to muffle the sound of the aircraft here, I believe you can put on headphones, and that will take care of the background noise. It'll make it a little bit easier of a flight. We're only going about 31 miles over here to this island, and there's a bunch of different features we could put on here, like traffic and all that stuff. And really cool to see how many different things they got going on here. Traffic. Let's see. We'll put it back to map. I want to see. I think you can scroll in and out on the map here. Just trying to figure that out as well. But They have really done a great job of updating this. I like that they, oh, also I should show you this. This right here shows the ground, and you can change that as well, um, to show either brown or green, or like you can see the terrain. Right now I believe it's on set on terrain, so, or, uh, it's kind of cool. Let me see if I can find that feature here. I was playing with this a little bit earlier. Oops. So you can change, or you can even turn it off. Leave it on traffic so we can see if there's any traffic in the area. And let me see what else. Electrical systems, navigation. A lot of cool features they have with this aircraft. I don't know why I don't fly this more often. It's really a fun aircraft to fly. Very, I think it's just it might be above my pay grade. I gotta learn a lot. I like to use this system more. I really don't know too much about it. I know you can load your charts up with it. Um, what else they got? Yeah, they don't give you any charts, but if you click on that, it will show your chart here, which is super cool to see. They don't have a zoom in or zoom out though on the chart, so it's limited to what you can see with the chart. Which is, you know, maybe they're working on that as well. There's a couple things that is not necessarily the best with this yet, but hey, overall it's a fantastic aircraft to fly, really fun. One of my favorite private jets. I don't really know why I don't fly it as often. I should really start to fly it more. It's got a little scroll wheel up here. That I used to use this for the checklist. I don't know if they still have a checklist in here or not. Let's see. They used to have a checklist, which I don't know if they do anymore. Oh, you can load up the weight and balance through the sim. I guess you got to do that before you fly.
Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect RNAV runway 11 approach via IPSOF transition. Clear to IPSOF Liberty 757.
Here's the lights. Settings. Bunch of different features they got here. Really cool. I'm just trying to look at anything else going on here. Charts, direct to, traffic, weather. I don't know if the weather works anymore. I think it does. I believe it does. I don't know for sure though. I like it though. It's definitely cool. I like that they added that iPad. That really helps the situation out for the most part. Except for, where are the sounds for the aircraft? I don't really know. Chalk the wheels. There's a bunch of different statuses here. Anyway. Alright, descend down to 2,000. Let's go ahead. Autopilot's working pretty good. We're going to take over and start hand flying it. 1,600 feet. Down to 1,600.
Maintain 1,600 feet. Liberty 757.
1,600. Pretty good weather conditions. Has good range too for this aircraft. I believe the max range is like 900 nautical miles with the fuel. So it's definitely, it's got pretty good range too, and I love the texturing, man. This is really clean looking on the inside and out. The whole aircraft is really impressive. I mean, this is a definitely if you wanted to start out in a really good aircraft. I think it only costs $25 for this one, I believe. I mean, I'm not paid to say this. I just like to share my opinion of different aircrafts that I purchased throughout the time. And this is definitely one of my favorites, if not in private jets. This one's like a little bit of kind of like a family-friendly charter jet, you know. But it's really nice. It works very well. I would definitely recommend writing down a flight plan or using SimBrief for it, so you can have everything set up. You can type it in manually yourself. Um, that way you have all your arrivals and everything. You don't want to fly it like I'm doing because I don't know what I'm doing. All right, we're going to be landing here shortly, so we'll do a little bit of a touch and go and see how it handles. I'm taking the autopilot off. We got a little bit of weather here. Okay, we're off to the side, so we'll go ahead and get back on track. And I'll take off the so I could just, you know, fly it myself here. Flight director looks like it's still on too, which is fine. We're not going to use the flight director. We're going to go ahead and take it off anyway for now. Also, take the yaw damper off. That way I can have a little bit of a better handle on this thing. Going a little fast here. Let me slow down the aircraft. Oh, there's the runway. I see it. It's telling me to go over there, but I see it to the left of us, so I'm just going to turn in. Put the flaps down. A little bit high speed for flaps, but I don't think this thing, I don't think it has speed brakes, so just got to pay attention to the speed here. You can land at about 110, I believe, will be pretty decent landing. We'll go flaps full. I know it's going to overspeed our flaps right now. However, I don't have much of a choice. Let's put the gear down too, get some of this airspeed let off. We're doing about 190 knots, which is way too fast to come in with this, but it looks like now we are definitely dragging. Alright, here we go. Now we're getting a little bit settled out. 160 coming down. There we go. Looking good. We'll do a little bit of touch and go, see how it handles.
500.
Yeah, it's starting to get nose heavy as we're losing speed here. .108. Just gonna put a little bit more speed in so we don't lose it here.
Kilo Charlie Oscar India traffic liberty
All right.
7571 miles west inbound RNAV runway 11.
A little bit of a touch and go there. Flap coming up. Gears coming up again. We'll come back around.
Charlie Oscar India traffic liberty 757 flying the missed approach.
Come back around from the other side, see if we get a little bit better of a touchdown there. Not bad. The fly's okay. It's just definitely a little bit more touchier than I would imagine. I was hoping it would be a little bit more smooth and stiffer. It's a little bit loosey-goosey a little bit. So yeah, definitely got to be. I mean, it's not bad flying. Like when you get up to the right speeds, it could be we're at the opposite end of the wind coming in there at the runway. So let's go ahead and turn around and see how it lands coming off the ocean side here. We're going to be headed towards the west now. Just going to turn around and try that landing again here. I know I'm definitely on a bank angle here, but I'm trying to bleed off a little bit of airspeed. We're doing about 190 knots. Let me slow down here. Alright, here we go. It's going to yell at us for speed. I'm just going to bring down the speed again. And drop the gear. Flaps out. Definitely way too fast right now.
500.
Alright. It's wanting to, I guess there's a little bit of wind today because it's definitely pushing me in the other direction there. Not a very good approach here. Yeah, we're gonna have to probably try that again. I'm gonna just go miss one more time here. I'm over speeding the flaps. I'll try one more time. Come in back. I believe it was more stable the other way, so we'll try it one more time here. I'm gonna put the yaw damper on, see how it does with that, if it's any better landing with it on. Supposedly you want it off during landing. I'm gonna try it with it on just to see how it handles here. I don't want to overspeed too much here. I'm just gonna continue to turn, straighten out here, get a little bit more runway. Okay, let's turn in. Definitely should not bank this hard. Alright. Let's try it again. One more time, guys. Now I have the yaw damper on. It seems to be a little bit more stable with that, to be honest. About 130 knots here. I would say about 120, 110 knots, and it's pretty good landing speed for this aircraft here. Let's see. Man, definitely way off. Okay, let's go around again. Jeez. Oh boy, we're gonna crash. Nope, we're good. Man, I am definitely not good at flying this aircraft, if you couldn't tell already. We'll try one more approach. I try to give myself a little bit more time here, I guess. Man, it's definitely rough flying this thing, I'll have to tell you that. Let's see if I can take that off. I don't know how to land this thing that good. I have not flew it too much. Definitely have to give myself a little bit more room here for the landing. We'll try it one more time, and but so far so good. I mean, overall, I really like the improvements of the upgrade. It seems like it's flying really good. I don't know how to fly it too well, so I gotta definitely learn how to fly it. I thought I would be able to butter the landing with this airplane, to be honest. I'm kind of embarrassed of it. I've been flying bigger aircrafts, and I'm having a more challenging time landing these smaller ones, especially, I guess the jet, since it's small, I'm assuming it lands at a lower speed because of its size, but you also have to keep the airspeed up with these aircrafts, and it is a jet, so you should probably prepare a little bit more than what I'm doing, flying a little bit further out for the approach, which is what I'm attempting to do now correctly here. Keep an eye on my airspeed about 170 knots. We're going to turn back in for a final approach, and we'll put it on the ground and wrap this video up. But so far so good. I really do like this aircraft. They did a lot of good features on it, and I'm definitely pleased flying it. And for 25 bucks, you can't really beat a small little general aviation aircraft like this. I would have to say there's a Honda Jet that is very good as well, and that one is a lot quicker than this, and it's more I would say that one is a little bit, if you're going to go with a private jet, and you want more realistic time of flight, so like if it says 1 hour, that one will be 1 hour. It's really good on that. This is more of a relaxed airplane. You have to have a little bit more time to fly it because it's not as quick as that one. But this does do a pretty good job. I mean, it's not bad. I'm going to have to do a stream with it one day and try it out. But I only flew this a few times here. We are definitely way too fast, and I forgot to put the gear down. Oh boy. Yeah. This runway, oh man. Sorry. I was talking too much there and I totally forgot to put the gear down. Fly another missed approach. Boy, oh boy. I'm definitely embarrassing myself today. Alright. Let's go fly this thing. I mean, that is kind of a short runway too. So, that's my excuse. Not that I'm a terrible pilot. Although, you know, you guys know from watching these streams that I don't always get it right, but what are you gonna do? Let's try this again, ladies and gentlemen. This time I'm gonna fly this thing like a fighter jet, you know? I need to get back around as quickly as possible for that landing. Flaps, gear, 500 feet. Alright, we definitely need to slow down here. Alright, there we go. Here we go, guys. This should do it. 140. 130. 120. Now, if I don't make this, yeah, you know. Let's try it. Come on. Come on. Whoa. Okay, there we go, there we go. Right rudder, right rudder. I don't know why. Okay. Wow. Alright, so I definitely need to practice my landing there. As you can see, I should have just did flaps 1 degree down. Man, we were Tokyo drifting there, huh? Anyway, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is the Vision Jet and the updates. I think it's working very well. I do like that you can quiet it inside here, and you can even put the iPad away if you don't want to look at it. Fun plane. Definitely gonna have to do a stream with it one day, but I might have to learn how to land it first, because as you can see, pretty terrible at that. Let's go park it off the runway, and we'll wrap this video up. You can change the screen down here to either brown or this. Now they have this feature in there, which is pretty cool to see. Really helps out with flying this plane. But there is still certain bugs with it, I guess, being that it doesn't line up correctly with some things. And that's what I heard. I don't know for sure. I haven't flew it and put it on like under pressure yet, so... But I hear they're still working on it and iron out the details, so I'm looking forward to it. The Vision Jet G2, ladies and gentlemen, a beautiful aircraft, a fun aircraft to fly. Highly recommend it. I'm not paid to say that. I just really like this plane. I'm going to have to fly it more in the stream. I don't know exactly why I don't. I guess I just have too many planes to rotate here, so we'll just park here and set the brake. And we can pull this back. Turn that and shut it down. Very cool aircraft indeed. Highly recommend it. I definitely like the sounds too. Really cool. Alright, well, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know what your thoughts are of the Vision Jet. Consider subscribing to the channel. Check us out on our live stream. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Peace.